versus QG. Stay tuned. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Oh, you got it.
Welcome.
Double welcome.
Everybody, welcome back to the Open Division Cup number 4. With me and completely simpatico today is Murda. How you doing, Murda?
Dude, super good, man. I'm excited. This moving over to the third round now. Necrodancers, Queen's Gambit. What
This
a
is a big game.
huge match here.
Queen's Gambit has had the unfortunate task of facing a lot of really good teams very early. on in the cup. So let's see if they can get themselves in further ahead in the cup, get themselves some more points. I believe they're at 50 points. They were able to get 40 points last cup, but we're gonna go right into Infernal Shrines. Sky Temple and Braxis were the maps banned. This is Necrodancers pick, which means that Queen's Gambit is going to pick first. And also banned first. And I have to imagine that we're going to see the same bans that we've been seeing all day.
Yeah, no Urel, no Genji, no Jim. There's Genji. So at least 2 more of those I just mentioned you're probably going to see here. Ooh, Chromie. Okay, a new little entrant to the ban phase for us.
Well, yeah, you have to remember a player on the Queen's Gambit with the name of Faye, who's basically a Chromie god. So that is absolutely a targeted pick. And Hanzo immediately removed, and there's the Urel. So Jimmy Open, we're going to see just how high a priority Jimmy is when teams have a chance to pick him.
Could we see the Alexstrasza? Yes, we do.
It's
right as I'm about to
Shrine,
mention it. It makes too much sense. Like, definitely the #1 support on this map, without a doubt, in my opinion, ghostDunk.
Yeah, if anything, they waited too long to slam select hero on the Alexstrasza there. Just a couple seconds too long before hitting that. On Infernal Shrines, Alexstrasza absolutely first pick on this map. Not so.
They're slamming picks in faster than I can write them down in my book here. Blaze and Deckard Cain are the selection here for Necrodancers. I like it a lot because you don't want to get choked out of your support, and Deckard Cain's so good. More selections, Johanna and Phoenix here for Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, Phoenix is going to go well here with the Johanna. Johanna able to get people in position and primed and ready for that Phoenix ult. I can't remember what it's called. Targeting opponents.
A Purification Salvo?
That is, yes, Purification Salvo.
Yeah, that's why you got a co-caster, man.
I know, right?
We complement each other in our knowledge bases.
Yeah, when I'm not saying welcome over you.
I think I said it over you, to be fair. I'll take blame there, Ghost.
But Sonya and Gul'dan banned out 2 more heroes that are excellent on the shrines. Just looking for shrine dominance here. Deckard and Blaze, of course, very good on here. And I think they're going to want some more CC on the side of Necrodancers. And Necrodancers doing really well. In terms of points, they were able to pick up a third place in Cup 2, like you said, and they've got 85 total points. That puts them at the top of the pack. So Queen's Gambit looking to really push them out of the way right here, and they can do it directly here.
Speaking of pushing, look how far down this tier that Raynor has been pushed. We see
he may not appear.
He may not appear at all.
Yeah. Maybe on the side of Necrodancers, but with the Phoenix, I don't see Raynor coming out at all.
There's a Thrall to pair with the Phoenix.
Yeah.
And Zeratul, okay. Little stealth assassin work. We got to see Valera last game. This time, Zeratul gonna be tried by one of these teams here in the Open Cup.
Yeah, gonna be looking to take out one of the backline there before Stitches can hook anybody. Stitches, of course, you're going to want to get that hook into the Blaze Deckard follow-up, and Grayman's going to finish them off. And we're going to see some burst here. Maybe Jaina. But now that they picked the Zeratul, they've anticipated the Jaina pick. So they're thinking about it up until the last second. There he is!
Hey! We have an appearance.
Yeah, like I said, maybe on Necrodancers, especially if there isn't somebody that shuts down auto attackers any more than Johanna already does on the side of Queen's Gambit. So they are Necrodancers taking a Gambit themselves, picking the Raynor and the Greymane right into the Johanna, hoping that they're able to blow people up despite those blinds. And yeah, Jimmy just offering a little bit more survivability than Jaina.
I do want to talk a bit about this because I had the opportunity to cast Necrodancers in Cup number 2 in that 3rd place match that was hosted over here on twitch.tv/HeroesHype. And I was joined by my good friend, Professor Bobo. And the whole time we were talking about Huff Money and his Stitches. They actually had 2 different players in that set that played the Stitches that helped them win the set. They love this hero. They have it down to a Q on how to lock in with the hooks and make it happen. So look for Huff Money on that Stitches here in game number 1. And let me introduce this team on the blue side. It is Necrodancers Physicals on the Jim Raynor. Domavarian going to be playing Greymane. Zerial on Blaze. Quantum going to be the support on Deckard Cain. And Huff Money, as mentioned, on the Stitches.
And over on the side of Queen's Gambit, representing the side of Hell, It is the E-Bros, E-Kevin on Thrall, and E-Toby on Alex Straza, the lesser-known E-Bro Equinox on Zeratul, Long playing tank on Johanna, and Faye rounding it out on Phoenix.
I love you, man. You're such a good dude.
Oh, I love you too, man. It's getting real sentimental up in here. Huff Money looking for something to happen, just sort of wandering around looking for playtime.
Going into slam build on the Stitches, which is something to note here. Not going for reject looks or anything like that. He wants to get the extra slam damage, especially in here on these shrines. We do see Echo of the Elements from Thrall, so... oh, wow, first pick of the game connecting there on Joe, but not going to have nearly enough damage for that, but just shows his accuracy.
Israel might be in trouble, has to pop Pyromania to get out, and is going to survive despite Phoenix and Zeratul going on him.
So, again, we saw the last game that we casted here. The stealth assassin trying to make plays in the flanks, trying to find avenues to get on the back line. We see Equinox playing Zeratul this game. Obviously, HGC experience, playing
very recently too.
Playing with GFE. So like there's so many unique opportunities that Zeratul can provide to get on this backline, but the question is, will he make it happen, and will any sort of follow-up be there to join them? Finding the Phoenix to get in there. They need the Earthquake Purification Salvo combo to get working. Here comes an invade. Long pushing forward on Johanna on the camp, and here's the rest of Queen's Gambit pushing forward as Equinox on that Zeratul. They're going to get the camp. They'll get rooted, but they steal the camp away. They're able to back away. Huge hook actually connected there. Pulling the Johanna, but she was able to scoot away with her Iron Skin.
Yeah, Johanna's Iron Skin up basically can't kill her. However, we are seeing the aggression that we saw in the previous match coming out from TNC here on the side of Queen's Gambit, getting an early start here on Infernal Shrines and really just running the map. Zeratul is going to be going up top, maybe trying to catch Blaze out, but the Blaze is looking to be playing very careful, learning his lesson after that last matchup. Zeratul looking to see if anybody's doing that camp, and really just everybody back to lanes. 0 kills to 0 kills, but the camp's in favor of Queen's Gambit as both teams pretty much even at this moment.
Yeah, I like that they're starting this camp. Will they hold it? It looks like they will. E-Toby going to sit nearby and capture that probably about 15 seconds or so before the shrine activates. Blaze still dueling up here against Phoenix. Going to clear up that wave, probably make his way down. And this bottom camp, Jim Raynor, along with Stitches and Decker Kane, going to grab that to set up a bit of counter pressure on this bottom lane. And look at
they are leading top alone.
Yeah, that actually is weird. Shaman Camp's going to be pushing. I guess they didn't realize that Queen's Gambit was sitting on that capture, and they let it go. Zeratul's even up there to help push another wave through, so it's going to be a huge push for that Shaman Camp up top. But committing down bottom is Necrodancers looking to get activated on this shrine. They're finding damage on Thrall. He's low. Would have been rooted in there by Decker Kane, but falls before it actually activated the root. In trouble though, Huff Money, fallen low, has to back up, gonna look for some potions from Deckard. They're gonna reset a bit and potentially move back in, but here comes the dragon. E-Toby gonna pop it and drop some of those circles on the ground to keep the team alive and moving forward with the dragon pushing back some members, but they're not afraid. Blaze moving forward. They have the roost from Deckard Kane and a big hook as the dragon's expiring. E-Toby, you are gonna die.
Dead. That was very close there. I don't think that they didn't know Queen's Gambit was going to get top camp. I mean, both these teams are very good. They're very high-level players. I think it was a calculated risk by Necrodancers not to get that camp and instead use that time to get everybody onto the shrine as soon as possible. And you see it pay off here. They get a lot of damage down. You saw Equinox and Zeratul start whittling everybody away, but they backed out, they reset. The dragon came out, was not able to stay up long enough in order to take the shrine, and they killed Alex Straza just as it ended.
Yeah, I mean, she got the abundance out, was able to get the healing off, but again, I talked a bit about it. Huff Money and his hooks really set that up. The jet propulsion follow-up was just enough to lock her in, find the kill. Okay, so Zeratul spent a lot of time before that up top.
Yeah.
Do you find that as a problem? Do you want to see that change? What are your thoughts on that?
I don't think it's a problem. It's a calculated risk, and that's why this map is so good. Is that teams can make this? Oh, another big money hook there on E. Kevin once again going down Thrall. This time the victim of that hook and that kill. A big play there. But yeah, like I said, this map is such a good map. Teams can play it a lot of different ways. You don't have to get that top camp during the shrine if you want to use it to get onto the shrine first and get the advantage and get a head start on the shrine. Because if you're Queen's Gambit, then you said, okay, well, you're not going to counter the camp. I'm just going to push it all the way in. I'm going to accept, you know, you getting on that shrine first because we have Dragon and we're going to push you off of the shrine anyway. It worked out in favor this time for Necrodancers, but, you know, in another world, that could have worked out for Queen's Gambit.
Yeah. Okay, so another camp spawning. Equinox down here. Level 10s are getting close, so probably looking for a fight is Queen's Gambit. They're finding some damage on top of Huff Money, but look at this hook. Find it again, and on the edge of that route, E. Kevin's in big trouble. He's going to fall. Level 10's now picked up here for Necrodancers. That hook is really close to being ready to go again. But backing off wisely is Queen's Gambit, and now this camp is wide open for them to get to work on it again.
Yeah. Domovarian looking for a kill onto the Alex was able to get away, but Faye pushing her heart out here up top. Down bottom, they're able to get that camp, and poor Thrall once again falls victim to the scourge of Darkshire.
So this camp pushing, we see no one responding as of yet here for Queen's Gambit. They want to invade this Shaman camp. Look at Equinox setting up in the bush. Johanna's nearby. They know that Decker Kane walks right past Zeratul. They're just waiting for the perfect moment. Are they going to do it? They want the 10s. I don't think they're getting the 10s. Okay, so, they're holding it! Okay, they get the camp, they drop the bunker, and now inside the Void Prison, saving from that Purification Salve, a bit of a miscue, and alive in the bunker still is Decker Kane. They find a double kill, and all of them surviving, now a triple kill. Johanna under distress here. Jet Propulsion gonna lock her in, and I believe they still have the root. They do, and a quad kill. Ghost!
Heads up play. Heads up play coming out from Quantum. The Void Prison goes down, prevents the rest of the team from falling up on the Deckard Cain, but Quantum realizes that the Void Prison is up, the Purification Salvo goes down. Quantum just strolls right into that Void Prison, completely canceling the ult coming out from Faye. Just gets caught in that Void Prison at exactly 69 health. I'm sure everybody saw it. It was very nice. But the Shrine is going to go over to Necrodancers as an excellent... they really just pulled defeat from the jaws of victory right there. They had an excellent kill right onto the Deckard Cain. A little bit of miscommunication there with the Purification Salvo and the... I'm not sure if it was a miscommunication or the Void Prison didn't end up where they wanted it, but they're able to use it to their advantage to get the counter kills. They get a triple kill off of what they thought had been a Deckard Cain. Just
actually, it was a quad kill. Ended up being
oh, well, yeah.
And now a Punisher pushing mid lane. Gonna walk in front, I'd imagine. Stitches looking for a hook here, but no targets available. Just the Johanna up front. Of course, she has her iron skin. So this fort's gonna be free. It's a frozen Punisher ripping through really quick. And now the first keep wall of the game gonna really be under threat here because Punisher's here and the full squad from Necrodancers as well to get the sidewall down. Here comes the Hyperion trying to rip through this keep. Stitches up front once again. Gonna see if he can find any sort of hook target, but it's just Johanna for now here, Ghost.
Yeah, this keep is gonna go down, and Zeratul had to back. Zeratul is back getting some experience, but puts a Void Prison onto the fort. Very smart. Quantum in trouble, but gets into the bunker. Excellent bunker there. Stitches goes out for the hook, but doesn't hit. I believe Iron Skin neglected the hook. Excellent play there coming out from long, if so. And they're gonna have to back out. Excellent job by Queen's Gambit saving their keep.
Yeah, I believe that was Dragon used as well as they're trying to invade. Here's a Purification Salvo. Lifebinder, not enough to save the Johanna. It's a double kill as Thrall falls as well. Here is Stitches. Does he have a hook available? Gravey's trying to finish it and does. Faye's gonna fall, make it a triple. They get the camp as well. They had that Talontier advantage. A very aggressive chance there by Queen's Gambit didn't pay off, and now look at Jim really threatening that Alex Straza. They finally are able to whittle down this keep. The Void Prison saved it before, but that time not able to do anything as the first keep of the game has been destroyed. Yeah. Wow.
Hey, I gotta be Alex Straza there. That was a heck of a dodge on that hook. They come to take this camp. Equinox trying to battle, gets caught out and blown up. Oh,
another hook there as well. Dead bodies on your screen.
Equinox, people can see you when you. Thought he had the teleport out, but Blaze too fast. I'm gonna chalk that one up to the excellent reflexes coming out from Ezreal, the Blaze player for Necrodancers here.
So almost level 16, a 3-level lead for Necrodancers. They're making the map blue right now, picking up all the camps. They got the Shaman up top. Excuse me. Sorry, they got the Khazra camp in mid. Now they're getting the Khazra camp down on the bottom side. So with the catapults there at mid, they have to respect that. And I'm surprised they just got to find the 16 and potentially take a flank here at the bottom keep. But I'm surprised they're not making more of an effort here as that wave approaches. Would have been enough for the 16. Instead, they're playing it safe, knowing that Zeratul Void Prison could really set up a terrible attack against them. So playing it safe, just picking up the Shaman camp.
Yeah, they're going to have the Shaman camp push top, put some pressure there as they try to pressure the rest of the map. They see they probably realize that the rest of Queen's Gambit is bottom. Johanna is alone, but she's got the fort for protection. Not sure how much longer that's going to last. They see everybody bottom here, and Johanna's in trouble if she doesn't get out, as she does. But Ezreal is there on the flank to try and stop this Johanna. There's the slow, but she's got the Iron Skin. She's out. She's safe, and they grab some experience here from this wall. I do like this play, trading out probably fort for fort here as Johanna survives. But they do have the Shaman camp pushing onto their keep wall during this shrine, and they're just going to push themselves onto this keep wall here. They haven't backed it. They're taking a long time to push that fort down.
Hyperion, yeah, this is a terrible trade for Queen's Gambit. You see the backs coming out now. They get that fort, but they lost that keep wall. With the shrine up top, they're down to Talontier, still a full level away. Now, if this Punisher is gathered here by Necrodancers, it's pretty much just the keep gone. Of course, they could try another Void Prison save on it. But, I mean, a huge opportunity now available here for Necrodancers as they are all alone up there on the shrine. Not even going to attempt the defense is Queen's Gambit.
Yeah. So a bit of a calculation here. Looks like they are just going to push down here. They know they can't win this shrine, even with Dragon available. They are down 16. They're not going to take chances trying to fight over. Instead, they're going to take a fight on their own terms. They're going to try and get a keep wall themselves. And that's just going to invite the rest of... Oh, goodness, they are going straight for it. They go right through here, and they're going to try and kill this keep as soon as possible. It's going to be a while before the Punisher even gets to the keep, and they are immediately backing. They might be able to get this keep here. A huge amount of siege damage coming up, but their siege is no match for that of Necrodancers. Faye caught way out and destroyed. Doesn't have her teleport, really trying to kill the keep.
Look at Blaze dismounting, and the hook is available, so Huff Money can come here and find a target. Iron Skin's been popped, so even Johanna is at threat of dying here in the oil. Very slow. Gonna put out the hook on Zeratul, but he blinks away to safety. Equinox alive, but Johanna is not. Neither is that top keep as the Punisher rips it down. Two keeps are dead. 2 heroes are dead. Punisher on the core, and I believe Necrodancer is gonna look to finish up game number 1 here.
Oh, with the Punisher jumping onto the Thrall here, this could spell trouble. We've got the Greymane damage onto the core. The VP comes out and completely negating the Hyperion. Here's the Purification Salvo trying to get some damage done. Faye taking a ton of damage, able to teleport out. Kevin is almost dead, trying to get the Punisher away from the core. The Punisher's down to 30%. I don't think they can hold. Yeah, it's a catapult, and that is game. Just a slight miscalculation. 2 miscalculations coming out there. Well, not 2, because this was sort of a desperation, but I think a miscalculation there with the keep. They did not have enough siege damage to get what they wanted done.
Yeah, it was honestly, I like the call. I mean,
Yeah.
you look at the scoreboard, 14-0 for kills in favor of Necrodancers. You hate to see it if you are a fan of Queen's Gambit. But I like the call there, trying to get that bottom keep. It was really the only play available, and definitely like one of those experience type moves. Equinox probably helping make that shot call a bit there. They almost got it, and I think it was worth the chance, worth the risk. It just didn't end up paying off for them.
Yeah, it's very close there. And you saw the sheer difference. What I really like about Necrodancer's comp is the sheer amount of siege damage they have in between the Greymane and the Rainer. Hyperion is no joke when it comes to siege damage, and Greymane is probably the best in the business in terms of tearing down structures. When the Queen Gambit tried it, they just didn't have the damage. I think the call was, just die for keep. Phoenix stays by, tries to get the keep, tries to get it down, and just doesn't have the damage to get out. They try to trade a death for the keep, and it doesn't work out for them.
So instead, we end up with Necrodancers taking a 1-0 lead here. Huge first round victory because up against a squad like Queen's Gambit, you do not want to lose that first map, and having that map in their back pocket on the backs of some wonderful play by Huff Money on that Stitches. Enormous feeling for them, knowing that they have at least one map of grace if they end up losing one to be able to take this set off of Queen's Gambit. But it's just really solid play. 14-0 on kills is a statement right there in game number 1.
Yeah. So the question for me is, what is